What if the crown jewel of Swiss neutrality, the unbreakable vault of global secrets, was nothing more than a Trojan horse, rigged from the inside by the very spies sworn to protect the free world? Imagine diplomats whispering state secrets into machines they believed were fortress secure, only for those words to beam straight to Langley and Bonn, decoded like a child's diary. For nearly 5 decades, this wasn't a fever dream of a spy novelist. It was Operation Rubicon, the audacious heist where the CIA and West Germany's BND turned a humble encryption firm into the greatest eavesdropping empire in history. As an investigative journalist who's chased shadows from Berlin bunkers to Swiss boardrooms, I'm here to crack open this vault of deceit, because once you see how deep the betrayal ran, you'll never trust a locked door again. The perfect Swiss facade, seeds of a global sting. It all slithered into motion in the smoke-choked aftermath of World War II, when Swiss inventor Boris Hagelin struck gold, or rather, a devil's bargain, with Uncle Sam, his crypto AG, a pint-sized outfit churning out hand-cranked cipher boxes like the M209, think a portable Enigma machine that Allied troops lugged through foxholes, caught the eye of U.S. cryptologists. By 1951, Hagelin was inked into a clandestine pact. No selling top-shelf gear to America's foes without a green light from Washington, and in return, a cool $700,000 slush fund to grease the wheels. Fast forward to the Cold War chill of 1970, and the plot thickens like a Le Carre thriller. The CIA, hungry for a SIGINT, signals intelligence jackpot, teamed up with the BND, the West German spooks still smarting from Nazi ghosts, to orchestrate a corporate coup. Using shadowy shell companies and anonymous bearer shares, they snapped up Crypto AG for a bargain basement $575 million, cloaking their fingerprints under layers of Swiss secrecy. Codenamed Thesaurus at first, a nod to its treasure trove potential, it morphed into Rubicon for the Germans, a river crossing point of no return, and Minerva for the Yanks, evoking the goddess of wisdom turned weapon. But here's the gut punch. Crypto wasn't just bought, it was gutted and rebuilt as a spy factory. Engineers, some unwittingly, some with winks and nods, laced the machines with backdoors, algorithms that looked like innocent glitches but funneled keys straight to the agencies. By the 1970s, Crypto's rigs were peddled to over 120 governments, from NATO buddies like Italy and Turkey to arch-enemies like Iran and Libya. Sensational scoop. These weren't clunky relics. The H-460 model, NSA designed and all-electronic, became a bestseller, its rotors spinning lies of invincibility while U.S. codebreakers chuckled in Virginia. Profits? A river of gold. Millions split annually in clandestine parking garage handoffs. Cash-stuffed briefcases exchanged under sodium lamps, funneled right back into the op. Triumphs in the shadows. Decades of decrypted domination. As the Iron Curtain rattled, Rubicon hit its stride, turning crypto into a 40% slice of the world's diplomatic cable pie. Over 100 countries chatter, decrypted with eerie ease. Picture the 1979 Iran hostage crisis. Jimmy Carter's war room, frantic for intel, got an 85% hit rate on queries, thanks to rigged Iranian and Algerian crypto gear spilling tea on the mullah's moves. Or the 1982 Falklands bloodbath. Argentine generals encrypted boasts about sinking British ships, fed straight to Thatcher, tipping the scales in a watery graveyard. Libya's Gaddafi, his goons high-fived over the 1986 Berlin disco bombing via crypto lines, handing Reagan the smoking gun for Operation El Dorado Canyon's revenge strikes, 120 Libyan dead in a hail of U.S. bombs. The thrills didn't stop at headlines. During the Iran-Iraq meat grinder, over 19,000 intercepts, 80 to 90% crystal clear, exposed Tehran's terror plots and hit lists on dissidents. And in 1989, Panama's Noriega, holed up in the Vatican nunciature like a cornered rat, betrayed his hideout via a Vatican crypto device. Boom. U.S. invaders dragged him out in cuffs. Bribes sealed the deals. Saudi execs wooed with 10 Rolexes and brothel jaunts. Nigerian warehouses stuffed with dusty, unused machines gathering cobwebs. One-star player, Chel Ove Widman, the irreplaceable man, pocketed CIA medals under his alias Henry, his algorithms masking flaws as human error to any nosy hackers. It was espionage porn, tech giants like Siemens and Motorola whispering upgrades, all while the agencies raked in dough and dirt. If these buried files have you glancing over your shoulder at your own secure chats, you're not alone, neither am I. For more unmaskings of the intel world's dirtiest tricks, subscribe to @BehindVeilTruths on YouTube. where the key turning in lock's power forgot to bolt, cracks in the vault, betrayals, bribes, and the bitter end. But every heist has its slip-ups, and Rubicon's facade started fracturing like cheap glass. By the early 90s, paranoia gripped Bonn, the BND, spooked by leaks and ethics qualms, selling to NATO pals, sacrilege, bailed for $17 million, leaving the CIA solo at the helm. The Hydra crisis of 1992 sealed it. Slick salesman Hans Bueller, nabbed by Iranian goons in Tehran, coughed up $1 million in ransom. BND's dime, CIA's dodge, spilling beans that lit fuses worldwide. A 1995 Baltimore Sun bombshell, rigging the game, nearly torched the op, but crypto suits fired whistleblowers like Peter Frutiger, axed in '77 for sniffing too close to the rot. Employees? Cannon fodder in the crossfire, hundreds oblivious, some vanishing into Swiss psych wards from the stress, others like Jörg Sporndli, gutted by the 2020 reveal. We were traitors without knowing it, Switzerland? Livid, their vaunted neutrality pimped out for Yankee bucks. And the human toll? Intel on genocides and crypto client hellholes, ignored as agencies played neutral observer to the slaughter. By 2018, with quantum computing looming like a digital reaper, the CIA liquidated crypto, splintering it into clean Swiss firms. End of an era. But the ghosts linger in every encrypted ping. As I sift these declassified ashes, one riddle haunts. In a world of backdoored dreams, who really holds the keys to your secrets? If Rubicon's rigged roulette has your pulse racing for the next expose, smash that subscribe on @BehindVeilTruths at https www.youtube.com @BehindVeilTruths. We've got vaults left to crack. Join the hunt before the spies rewrite the ending. What's your unbreakable code? Tell me in the comments.